そうだ、味方だぜ。
The announcements. Hello and welcome everyone to D6, where I, am bringing together a bunch of friends from across the internet to play on a D&D livestream show. Before we get into tonight, as usual, I'm going to say a couple of thank yous, as for instance, our wonderful friends over at none other than Elderwood Academy. If you guys don't know who Elderwood Academy is, they are a wonderful group that make these awesome D&D peripherals specifically for your dice. Mine right here is a wonderful custom-made dice tray. It has this awesome little border in the side. The leather is 100%, and also it has these wonderful, cool silver inlays. I know Boo has one that is cooler than mine, and Caitlin also has her very fantastic dice tower. I do want to give them a huge shout out and thank you for continuing to sponsor us. We will be having them for quite a bit of time, and then also subsequently If you guys are interested in checking out some cool Elderwood Academy stuff, then you can go ahead and check them out at elderwoodacademy.com/d6dr/ As I've noted in the past, don't forget that slash, or else they will not know that it was us who sent you there. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to the wonderful patrons over on Patreon who continue to support this show and everything that I do. If you guys are interested in ever checking out the Patreon, there is always a link down below. The Patreon starts at $2 a month, and so on and so forth. You also get really cool rewards like exclusive videos or being able to see some stuff a little bit earlier than most others, and then also just being able to have direct instant contact with me, as I always check in on my Patreon every single day. So, that noted, I don't think that there's really much of anything, so we're going to go ahead, have all the players arise, wake up.
Wise.
Okay. Waves.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. I know, I'm sorry. Texas froze over on Valentine's Day. Hopefully that will not be too much of a problem in the future. Because also this is going to be a slight D6 announcement, so it might be a bit pressing. I'm moving back to California, and that will be starting on the 1st of March all the way up to the 5th. I'm pretty much bringing everything that's already here with me in my car, but everything else is going to be in a pod. So if you guys are wondering if things might be a little bit different when I finally move back, that will probably be the main reason why. But also, on top of that, I will also be needing to set up internet. And if I cannot get the internet set up fast enough, then we'll be skipping that week. But if it does happen, then we will continue on with our sessions. All right, so that's pretty much the only D6 pressing news that I have. All right, so anything else that might be pressing right now? Yes, no?
I don't think so.
Nope.
I'm waiting for my dinner.
Nah.
I'm glad you
What's
have
for dinner?
What is for dinner?
Pizza.
Oh, pizza.
Oh, you're right.
We ordered like an hour ago.
Ah.
I mean, in consideration, you guys also had it as bad as I did, so.
That's not an excuse to want a pizza.
If anything, they want to be warm because of the pizza.
Yeah. All right. So that's pretty much everything. We're gonna go ahead, jump on into tonight's episode of D6. So, where we had last left off. So, as our adventurers have made it to Yimnin in order to begin what is their time away from it all as much as they possibly can so far. They stayed within the capital, went down south, headed to Boba Port, ran into a Rakshasa that they had killed before, and then subsequently are now dealing with again. And subsequently, they had met an old friend, Oda, who they had also met in the Wildlands, and then also, upon arriving at Boba Port, running into a very interesting individual who, much like Garu, seemingly has a relationship to the Grimwalks. After a bit of back and forth, and running into what is Renee Reddington, who had a mission, who she, in her own dialect, said in a very uncouth way to all of you, informed them that she was heading to the top of the mountain of Boba Port in order to see what was known as the Thunder King. There, you all met Hecton after trying to intercept in that aspect, informing him that there are going to be here visitors that might have various intentions, some not very good, and meeting with a potion maker, kind of taking a look around town. Upon the new morning, everyone had ran into Red, who had been patiently waiting for King Hecton, and subsequently started a fight with her and her group. Thus, after what had been several turns of combat, King Hecton came down, grabbed his staff, and shocked everyone, telling them to stop. After which, informing all of you to lay down your weapons behind you, and to sit down so that way there can be an open discussion as to what is going on. as he feels like that there is more to this story as there initially was. So, with that being said, as you sit along what is this main foyer area, now as he is putting his staff back onto the wall, he's looking at all of you as you all begin to politely place yourselves on the floor.
Ain't nothing polite about what Helena is doing.
So this is basically like a makeshift court session, or what?
He is going to hear you all out. He's not going to come to a judgment, but he will determine what action he will take after he has found out all the information he needs to at this moment. So,
Okey-dokey.
as everyone sits, you see the, by the way, you guys still see what is that giant orc who is not patched, but like his skin is patchy, like different colors. So he's kind of just looking at all of you intently as he's kind of sticking by Renee as close as he can to her.
Is he still scared?
He is still violently not moving towards you.
Is the queen still asleep?
She has remained upstairs. She's not coming down right now. However, you do notice that there is another rather large female cloud giant as she begins to enter within this main area. As she walks past all of you, I would like to introduce to you all my trusted general. As he points out to her, Alan. So,
is he inside?
Make an insight check.
No, I was saying, is he inside? Like, she thought she sneezed.
So is the general the butler or the advisor?
She is well dressed, almost as well dressed as Hecton is, but you can tell like there's a flourish on her shoulder, almost like giant shards of rock and ice. You can see almost like clouds are billowing out the other side of her other side of the shoulder. The cloaks all seem to just be wrapped around as if not to keep her warm, but as a form of a superiority, as she is probably above a majority of these other cloud giants who live up here.
Is the king still in his pajamas?
No, he was well dressed as he was coming down.
Since River was upstairs, Helena's just going to whistle really loudly into the ring, just at River, until she gets in here.
Yeah.
I'll just fly down and prostrate myself on Helena's shoulder as a bird still. I'll be right back. I need to...
Yep, go Vivi.
Take everything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Get the pizza.
Alright, I'll leave you there. Alright, so. I had invited you all into my home. As for the rest of you, I assure you that this uncouth entry is not welcome. As it is to my imagination, and as I was told, my guests had started this instigation. As I am also aware, a lot of you had very undecidedly tried to invade my home, hurt my people. However, I feel like that there is more to this. So, who wishes to speak first?
Really, sire, we already told you why we're here. Sure, we started the fight, but it really was purely with the intention of making sure things were not stolen, and since she was not forthcoming, With any information, we decided to act on our belief that she was going to steal, and yes, we threw punches.
I threw spells.
And to you, woman in red, your defense. As she folds over the cloak and kind of pushing it back a bit. Renee. The information was very permanent, as I had no intention of having to reveal such interesting things to these lot. I was simply hired in order to come here and inform you of what could be possibly bad tidings. There are those down below who still firmly believe that you have not done enough for the city. See his nose beginning to twitch a bit. I am simply mostly a messenger, but I also have my own reasons for being here. I am a trader of sorts, a broker of various magical items and other antiquities. I simply came up here because I truly wanted to grasp the might of your staff.
Giggity.
Was not gonna say it, but
No, I'm saying out of character.
Don't say it.
I said out of character. It doesn't count. I said out of character.
like, fucking really, dude.
Come on.
She's
Come
weird.
on.
Yeah,
You not hear what you say.
No, I heard what I said. Don't worry about it.
Anything now, you totally make that joke.
I came back just in time. Fuck you, man.
I do it intentionally. I'm not the one who made a dragon named
You
Fuckhorn.
guys, children.
Anyway.
Children.
Anyway,
All right, so all right. Out of fun.
As he looks down, a messenger you are, and witness to my power you have. However, to my guests, they had informed me that you intended to steal. I said no such thing.
That's
You
not
said
true.
you said you
I
wanted the
want-
staff for any means necessary.
Yes.
And another detail,
That does
mind
not-
you, you offered. And just another detail, mind you, she offered us this job before even entering Bobaport.
Yes, as a means
that's-
of protection. I simply know that there are many dangers coming up here. I
You said
also
take
found
down
these-
giants.
I also have these wonderful individuals who are more than capable of doing their jobs. But, by any means necessary, I am still a rather well-known businesswoman. Had I failed to not only perceive, but also perhaps make a trade, I would have gone back with my tail between my legs and a legend in my pocket.
But you don't have a tail.
She looks at you, rather frustrated. I have a very particular set of words that I am prone to use.
Well, the tone you said it in made us to assume the worst. By any means
We-
necessary? How else were we supposed to take that?
No, wait a minute. We did tell.
have.
No. No, we did tell you that if something were to happen to giants, people down here would suffer, and you were like, "It's not my problem." So you were going to do something.
It's not my problem on whether or not any of the current situation between the king and Boba Port is my fault.
But you were just proclaiming yourself as a messenger just earlier.
And we were just talking
am.
about how you wanted the staff.
I do want the staff
And
for
weren't there
myself.
contracts from other people involved, I believe you said?
There are various individuals that are interested, but
Would you care
Well,
to elaborate on that? Please, for the sake of your innocence. Let us all know, shall we?
as she looks at you, specifically, Garu, that information is pertinent.
Persuasion.
Make it with disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
Given Renee's rather cute form.
That is going to be a 12. The other one's an 18, but plus 5, that is going to be a 17.
17. She kind of looks over. You might not like the answer you hear.
Well, if it helps shed light on your case, then please, do tell us.
She looks out to the king, but also trying to keep an eye on the rest of you. There are several interested parties within Yimnan. Specifically, the Empress. But a good starting point would have been with the leadership of Bobaport. However, whenever the case that this situation had gone sour, it would have been my duty to return with bad news.
Since when did you act as a messenger, girl?
There's money involved. Who am I to say no? I was promised in order to do my job. I was promised to do my job. And upon completion, I get certain money and royalties and various other kinds of items that I had asked for. And also a free reign within the trading routes. I'm simply fulfilling my contracts. However, I feel like it would be best to make the best business decision in at least trying to make some form of agreements. After this day, I am to return back to Bobaport. It is up to you, O King Hecatan, on what you decide will be the future and the fate of your people. After which, the business is none of mine. Does that clear anything up?
It could also be bullshit.
Make an insight.
To which one? Yeah. Man, it's been a while since I have rolled. Ooh. Insight. Do I have any insight? I do. Oh, I don't have my sword anymore, but still. That's going to be a 21.
21.
Ooh.
21.
If I can have everyone deafen themselves real quick, I'm gonna top Rocky. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll shoot a message in the chat. Hey, you two die.
All right, one. Okay, so why am I rolling?
No, I'll shoot a message. I'll shoot a message to everyone to undeafen themselves.
No, he doesn't know what he's doing. Deafen yourself.
Yeah,
Got
deafen
it.
yourself. Yep. Deafen. Okay. So, River. In this interaction with Renee, and you feel like there's something underneath it all. There's a bigger plan at play. There's nothing about it that seems like what she's saying is untrue. But you know a dangerous face when you see it. If she leaves here tonight with whatever decision the king makes, there's probably something under it all. But it's not exactly untrue what she's saying. What she's saying is layered. There's more.
Well, of course there's more. I mean...
Yeah. There's more. But you can't fully grasp it. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, so.
What happened?
I have a much better system for how I do whispers now.
Allow me to tell you the most obvious thing. There's something she's not telling us.
Mm-hmm.
No
I
shit.
can't believe it.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Can we threaten her?
No.
If she if she leaves tonight, something's going to start and play. I mean, cannot allow that.
Then how about we prevent her from leaving tonight?
Are you saying? This
Or
in
how about we?
character?
Yeah,
Or
How about we don't plan to do all this shit
Yeah.
for like 10
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
see.
We can't.
We're all
We,
alone
but
right now.
I'm just saying as I'm still a bird on Helena's shoulders. Just
Are you whispering it to?
no. I'm legit saying
Okay,
that.
I was gonna
There's
say
more-
like we
there's
need
more-
clarity.
There's more she's
I don't
been
know.
telling us.
There's a group of people about
Yeah, I know. There's
We're all
There's-
just huddling
yeah.
together in a big pile, like
no.
about 25
River-
feet that general direction away from you guys.
Also, River's not that subtle.
Yeah.
Just it's more you're not telling us, and we can't let you go down there without knowing. All the Now we much prefer to know what the situation is.
I have
Despite
my own
what you
private
believe.
feelings.
Private dealings, my ass.
you
Like
know,
I said,
if it's
I
a matter of
benefit from
revealing
this I benefit from this situation in either which way. Whether or not that I decide to share that is up to me.
Well then,
But-
perhaps it's not your choice after all. King, may I propose something?
This brings a form of interest.
Are you familiar with that magic of a certain piece of magic called what was it called again? Something truth, zone of truth, was it? We've all dealt with it before, right?
I am
Yes.
not aware of having it within our arsenal, but under most
Helena grips
circumstances-
Canis's arm really tightly.
I can.
under most circumstances, it would be quite useful.
Well then, why don't we get a second testimony? Right, Right, Canis? He's gonna like raise his eyebrows. Mm-hmm.
If you are willing to, looking up that Hacton.
He looks down to Renee. Secrets to share.
It affects the
see
people down
she-
below and up here.
You can see she's a little bit more worried.
Look, you can do either Zone of Truth, and River points at Kanos, or Zone of Truth, and she polymorphs back to normal and just cracks her knuckle.
You are playing a very dangerous game, the whole lot of you.
We play a lot of dangerous games.
As I said, that there are various interested parties. The start is with Boba. That is the contract. As for any of my own personal secrets, they remain mine. I will not have them invaded. Business secrets. Personal vendettas.
Okay.
Things that need to be taken care of quietly.
All right. I
An
want to try.
embarrassing X.
What?
I have the
I
trust
wanna-
of many individuals as far as the seas expand, and I cannot be allowing myself to be freely giving them up.
Okay. Can I try something? All right.
Sure.
All right. What? I like to try see if I can use religion to convince her to tell us what she wants. Tell us what she's hiding.
It's not. Religion is not going to be much of anything. She's not the religious type.
Damn. I mean,
She
It'd be one of those you have to present your argument and then see where that goes from there.
all right. So that idea is a bust then.
Yeah.
Acrobatics. I can't do acrobatics or tricks.
You're just going down the skill list to see what the fuck you can do right now, aren't you?
Start doing cartwheels, huh? Who did it?
This game, man.
I can do acrobatics and tricks her next so she can tell us and stuff like that.
You could try animal handling, but maybe she's not that kinky.
Yeah, but seriously, I'm not going to do anything.
And back on track. Well then, why don't we ask a very specific question? One with your permission, of course.
Very well.
And he's gonna turn around. What should that question be?
God, Jesus, really?
Ask it with the bread.
You can collectively see the entirety of the group both laughing and also her going.
Yep.
I'm with you, lady. He's just.
Ask it with the bread.
No.
I'll kill you.
Okay then. How about how bit more like what is an example of one political party at play here? Other than what we already know. Just one, just to give us an idea.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Wait, with disadvantage or advantage?
This time just normally.
Okay. That's gonna be a 10 overall.
What are we looking at?
10.
10 overall.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard something completely different. I apologize. As she kind of leans back. There isn't really much that I can say to any of you. Like I said, information's pertinent. I have to keep my secrets. Because I like to keep my head.
Well, here's the deal. Your Highness, at this point, this is your problem. Frankly.
As it clearly had started.
So, this is really your choice. We did exactly what we wanted to do, and that was to warn you. We wanted to make sure you frankly didn't die or had anything stolen from you, and we have made sure of that. So at this point, it's really your choice whether you wish to believe this woman or not. I recommend not, but really, we are only guests here.
Your counsel has not at all troubled me. What troubles me is that the words she speaks. For many decades, I had assumed that in all purpose, our agreements needed no change. But in the life of a giant, a breath can skip many years. To the lot of you, you will return down to the mountain, and I will have arrangements made. You will inform its leaders. They will be allowed up here in a procession. They will receive protection. Nothing more. I will hear what they have to say, and we will come to agreeable terms. If not, the problem will rest on my shoulders. That's all I wanted to hear. I think I might come back for the staff later. I see that it's already caused enough trouble here. As she looks towards the entirety of the group.
I mean, the king can tell you his answer already. He's never going to let it go.
It is true. I can be quite persuasive.
Oh, I don't like that.
As she gets up, with your permission, you may leave now. As the group in a single file, you watch as there is a small group of cloud giants as they are watching all of them kind of leave towards the mountainside. About 20 to 30 minutes later, they finally leave the your perspective. This troubles me. Once more, you have all helped with perspective. And I must apologize for my action earlier. I did not wish to harm any of you. I simply wished you all to stop.
Helena smooths down her staticky hair.
Yeah, it's just like just try to get it back into style. All the while, like, Canis looks slightly brighter. He's not in radiant form, but he's you wouldn't touch him until he's grounded. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Miss Burnt?
Just taps River on the head. The static goes to her.
Wait, there is an attack?
As by the way, Canis, can you roll, since you're touching River, can you roll 2d6 for me?
2d6?
That's an impressive stash.
That would kill a common person.
It would. 8. As you touch River on the head, all the hair goes straight up, and you see...
That is so cool. I want to try that. Can I try? Come on. I want to try.
Canis was electrically charged because of all of his armor, by the way.
Canis, if I touch your armor, can my hair do the same thing?
I'd rather you didn't touch me at all.
I'm going to touch you.
He's already discharged.
Smack her hand away.
She gets trying to touch him. Ow. Every time he just tries to smacks her head, she just keeps going. Ow.
Anyways, it would be within the best interest to keep a close eye on things.
That's a good point. Canis, can you scry on her right now?
As you say that, you say Alana as she steps forward. Worry not. As you see, as she closes her eyes, you see these little bolts, almost like orbs, as they float above her hand, and she begins to look inwards. And staring for what is about several minutes before she returns back. They seem to be keeping quiet. I think they are satisfied with their mission.
To provoke?
And to threaten.
To get information.
The hardest option in all of this is peace. I am trying to keep it to the best of my ability, but I feel my fear is that might not ultimately be the final option.
How long ago was your last meeting with the Yimnin down below?
I do not keep track of such time passing, but I know someone who does. As far as I could possibly be aware. Decades. 5 times over, maybe.
Enough for someone else to be in control. At least down there.
No. There is someone above this mountain.
Ah, yes, it was a dragon, right? No, not a dragon. What the heck was it? Night spirit?
It is a creature far greater in power than my own. I am not aware of what these dragons are.
If it's in all of best interest, would you care to help us get up there?
I cannot allow you passage. It is a rite. Should you defeat its guardian, you will be allowed passage to see it.
Very well then. What do you guys think?
I don't know, what are we looking for?
We're trying to figure out how much time has passed. Or whatever.
As old as he is, you can tell he's still relatively young. But considering the fact that, giants have a different form of time comparative to mortals, he considers that probably the last meeting he ever had was about half a century ago.
So we're
But
just trying to...
It's
much
not really.
longer.
It's not really enough incentive to go up there.
No, we could just go down there and ask, hey, who's been in control
Yeah.
for the past 50 years?
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys remember your last meeting with the Giants? Mayor? No? Okay. And it was someone else. Or we can go fight a guardian and try to converse. So, hey, how much time has it been?
How long has it been?
I mean, they
what-
might
what
give us
time is
something
it?
more. You don't know.
What am I wearing?
You're wearing whatever it is you wanted to wear when you were here. You never told me.
I think our winter clothes, considering it was freezing.
I'm making a joke of unnecessary questions.
Does he know? Does
Your giant
the king,
Palamu armor.
does the king know about the bed?
Oh yeah, the bed you ate.
He's
Yes.
well aware, and he's not bothered by it.
How are you not
immediately.
dead?
I don't know.
If anything, that's quite the impressive feat.
It's like, I'm not mad. I'm impressed. It's
I'm
literally
not
like,
mad, I'm impressed.
I'm not mad, I'm just tired.
yeah.
I am confused.
I'm so confused.
It's not really enough incentive to go out there just for asking about timelines. And frankly, we have our own issues to deal with. Namely, she points at Garu, his situation.
We were also on
Yeah.
vacation.
We were also on vacation.
I'm sorry.
You don't expect to get into political situations like at the get-go.
Well, I'm sorry to have intruded on your sabbatical.
Really, we came up here on our own accord. You didn't intrude on anything.
Yeah, because long story short, we were concerned about the people down below. And about the situation up here. And war and just engaging or something stupid like someone stealing staff. Don't get me wrong, your staff is very important, but something as an outsider came by and ruined everything. Boy, do I love that story.
Well, it is good to know that there were those on our side. In light of that, I do wish that there was something more that I can do for all of you.
Can you give us more bread, a bed to eat?
I want to kill you.
No, I'm not allowed to eat
I
a
cannot
bed.
provide you another bed to eat.
Yes, don't give her a bed.
Maybe a couch?
No. What is the matter with you?
Stop eating furniture.
How are you even doing that?
I'm not a dog.
It tastes good.
Cushion.
It tastes
I
good.
explain my metabolism by having freaking biology. You don't make sense.
Perhaps.
Make sure you're an elf.
I mean, I still have the pointy ears.
Perhaps something else of
A chair?
interests.
A chair?
No.
Helena
Maki.
slaps her hand over her mouth. What are you saying, sire?
I was going to ask about a gem, but I don't think you know it because you don't know what a dragon is.
I am not sure what this dragon you speak of.
Yeah, a friend of mine asked me about a dragon's tear magical gem over here, but you don't know what a dragon is, so it makes no sense to ask you.
In
Big
interest
lizard,
to that
large wings.
conversation, precisely. My staff is not my staff initially. It was built with the tear of the creature above this mountain. If that is what you see.
What does the creature look like?
It stretches as far as the sky. It hovers over clouds as if it sleeps there.
A snake?
It does perhaps look like that. But it is mighty.
Scales, wings.
Very scaly, in fact. But no wings.
Your Highness, that is a dragon.
So it is a snake then?
But dragons have wings.
I did not see wings upon it.
Maybe he has
Breathe
flying
his
other
ice?
magical means.
So it's a giant floating snake.
Possibly.
Awesome.
Do you think it's edible?
I'm so tired of snakes.
Definitely not.
I mean, you know,
But it is wise. It taught me
In
how
which
to
case,
read.
it's friendly, Docky, and you're not allowed to eat it. No. The answer is no. No.
She
No.
gives
No.
puppy dog eyes.
Find another
They're
character trait.
holding Docky by the scruff. Perhaps its
aren't you
wisdom
fat?
might be beneficial to all of you. But that is a decision to which you all will make on your own decision. In my
What was the tier 4 again?
efforts-
What was the tier 4 again?
Magic Man, so he wanted it as a catalyst. Worth a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, for Dominic.
Your local magic man.
Yep.
I'm gonna make that a shirt. Just your local magic man.
Yep.
Well, what do you think? I think at best it's a solid. Maybe we get a tier and maybe some money out of it.
Yeah, we are already halfway through the mountain.
Although, on the other hand, if we do let Renee go, there might be more things at play. Plus, there is that matter. But there's so much.
do you think we can intercept her?
I don't even know what else we're supposed to do right now. It's a whole political situation in another country.
Then leave it to tomorrow's us. Just leave it to tomorrow's us to worry about.
You know that now Daki doesn't want to do it. I kind of want to do it.
That's going to be reverse psychology. Okay. All right.
Or we could try not to meddle in it as much as we've already done so.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of agree with
Enlighten
Canis.
us.
But
We have our own
Is-
political nonsense that we're currently away from.
If I may ask, who here is more magically inclined?
Oh,
I mean, it'll be Helena over there.
no, not really. It's either Docky or Canis, really. River has a little bit too.
mine is not.
Well, that's why I said a little bit.
I mean, it depends on what you want us to do.
I would like to offer either of you a gift. A means of returning here should you find it freely to do so.
What kind of gift is it?
As he informs one of the giants to come close, you can see what has now been a crafted chest. A chest for all of you about your size. It's about the size of their palm for them. As he steps over and he puts it on the ground and opens it up, it has what look like to be a couple of scrolls and what is basically this. How do I define it? It is a circular book.
What?
Which it its hinge is basically this giant metal hinge made out of pure brass. As you read through the scrolls, the first scroll is basically the determination on how to cast Transportation Circle, which would be informative towards any wizard who might find it useful, as well as the Transformation Circle that is residing here atop this mountain.
How far does the teleportation circle go? Or the teleportation spell?
So, Teleportation Circle is basically, you can go anywhere when it's associated with that circle. So you could draw it on the ground to its accuracy, cast the spell, and your entire party can go through the circle to where that circle links up to. So
it's a phone number.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it'll hurt to try for Doggy to learn it.
You're the only one who can. I don't think Kanos can learn because he's right.
I mean, Kanos can learn if he tries. All he has to do is believe himself.
You don't know how classes work.
That's not how spell class works.
I'm just messing around. All right. Okay.
As per the giant circular brass-bound book, as you open it, it almost has this sparking energy that comes from it. The pages there are imbued. Should you apply it to any of your weapons, it will charge them.
Ooh.
For a temporary amount of time. They do not last long. So, there is about 20 pages, and you can rip a page out of the book, and you can slap it on one of your items, and it will do an extra 2d6 lightning damage to your attacks.
So Bloodborne bolt paper.
Pretty much.
Oh, nice. Mal, it's a consumable.
Wow.
All right.
That's what's going to happen to it.
So how
Neither of us will ever use.
for me? How do I add it to my inventory? All right, so
I'll send you the information later. I do I've always loved the idea of like certain magical items like having a temporary boost for when you need them.
Yeah, no, I love that stuff. The problem is when it's a consumable, you never use it. For fear of needing later.
As you, I genuinely try to use consumables.
The last consumable I used was that potion of giant strength, and I attacked once with it, missed, and the combat was over before I got to attack again.
Yep, that's why I don't use consumables.
Yep. Boy, do I know that feeling. Boy, will I know that feeling soon. More on that later. So basically, you can just rip a page, and you could apply it to a weapon, and it will just do an extra 2d6 lightning damage, and that's pretty much it.
Nice.
So, it is the Thunder King Scribe, is what it's
Who wasted so much money on that fucking potion of giant strength?
Yes.
Wait until you actually use it.
We already used
it. Did you
them.
guys buy it?
No, it was way back in the boss fight against Sahir. Canis had
yeah.
it, used it, missed his one attack, and then never attacked again because everyone was fucking dying.
That is true.
Very unfortunate.
Oh, the life of a cleric. So, yeah, because you guys didn't buy the Storm Giant potion up here.
Yep. Nope.
You mean the keg
Anyway.
that would just turn us into Bane? No.
Yeah, that one.
Whoops.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
Hop by. All right. Hopefully this will suffice. Should any of you find it necessary for your adventures forward.
Well, we
Consider
didn't
this
request
my
for a
thanks.
reward, and yet you gave it. We can really look at a keep the horse in the mouth.
Plus, this we can always come back as much as we want. So I suppose there's no need for urgency up to the top of the mountain as of yet.
And just remember, if you do need our help, you can always call on Dynamic Entry Incorporated for help.
I hate you.
Absolutely.
I love you too.
Well then. Hopefully you all enjoy what time you have left upon this mountain. Should you return, I hope, with glad tidings.
Certainly.
Well, what do you guys think? Up or down?
Well, we
Yeah, I
have
want
Left.
Well,
I kind of want to go up, just because we're already here. We don't really.
but we can come as much as we want. So
As much as we want, keep in mind the person taking us here will be that. And she points at Ducky.
She tried seeing the book.
It tastes like metal.
Drop the book. No, Ducky. If you are going to not in that book, I'm taking it. No, I'm taking it. No, you would lost your book.
Metal and electrical outlet.
Daiki is like the end of the freaking group. She is the end of the group.
Ducky, you've lost your book privilege.
well, I have faith in Donkey. He'll get better.
You don't.
Then you both die alone.
But
Hooray!
what? I thought that if I eat the book, I'll learn the spells.
No, that's not how that works. You're a wizard. How have you survived this long?
How do you get to level? How do you get to the past level 2?
I kill things.
Anyway, up or down. We got 2 votes for yay and nay.
I wanna go up. Hey, I didn't get the chance to fight today.
That's true.
That's true. Gayness.
I don't want to meddle in more affairs. I'd say down.
Oh no! If we go down, we're going to meddle in affair. If we go up, we get the dragon tier.
To the dragon tier then.
Yeah.
Very well then. Though we should get some rest first.
That's true. I got a little bit singed.
Also, it's still technically nighttime, isn't it?
No, it's
It's morning.
It's morning.
Damn it.
So, do you guys want to take a long rest or a short rest?
How about you guys? I think I can just do a short rest myself.
I need a long rest.
Actually,
Stop
actually neither of us do because our short rest count as long rests.
All right, then never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's an elf thing.
Does it?
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Hold on.
8 hours is considered a long rest. A 1 hour.
Hold on. I'm gonna read it. Hold on. I'll make sure I'm not being stupid.
No,
I think it's usually the time of a long rest.
You don't need to sleep, but meditate semi-consciously for 4 hours a day. While meditating, you can dream after the yada 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 mental exercise, yada yada yada. After resting in this way, you gain the same benefit that a human does from 8 hours of sleep. So yeah, short rest is long rest.
No, it's
That's your 8 hours of rest.
cut it in half. You cut the length of a long rest in half. A short rest is still at least an hour.
So to them, it would be a long rest, but to the rest of us, it would be a short rest.
Yeah,
You can only
that's
benefit
what-
from
that's
a
what
long
I'm
rest
getting
once a day.
I was gonna say if you guys are doing a long rest, that's what or if you guys do a short rest, whatever. I always thought short rest for 4 hours.
Let's just
No, they're one.
Okay.
Let's just do short rest, please.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Short rest.
Okay, so roll out your hit dice for whatever you need to.
Oh man, I need to roll my hit
No, I
dice.
don't need to.
How do I roll my hit die here?
You see at the top on that says short rest. You then just click how many dice you're using.
All right, so let's see. Short rest.
I think this is the first time we've ever had to really do this.
Because we only ever have one fight a day.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I see. Let's see. Let me.
I'm sorry. I wish I was more exciting with my games.
No, you're fine.
Yep. Oh, there it is. Short rest. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Fighter, wizard.
Yeah, whichever you're going to use your hit die for your class.
I guess wizard for now. Let me try 5.
So,
wizard.
while you're taking this short rest, do you want to investigate the scrolls, Ducky?
Yes.
Because they do take time in order to learn.
Mhm.
Okay, so go ahead and make an Arcana check.
All right. Let's see. 11.
11.
Hmm.
In the back of your mind, you're trying to understand the complicated nature of what is teleportation circles. The spell of itself is not foreign, but to you, even with the Starbound Tome, there was something that might be slightly missing to the connection of, transmuting yourself from one place to another. As you try and gather to the best of your ability, there is a form in which both time and gravity, which is within your forte, that kind of plays on that term, but you would have to spend more time with the scroll before you can learn the spell.
I feel like I'm close to understanding this, but something is not jiving. Something is not. I'm just not getting it. Maybe if I eat. No, if I eat it, then Helena's gonna yell at me again. I'll just do it the normal way and keep trying.
All right. So, as all of you spend a bit more time here on the mountainside,
I'm flying around to see what I can see. I didn't take a single point of damage, nor am I tired.
All right. I'm sorry to interrupt, but for the short rest, how much HP should I recover? Because I selected 5 for the wizard, but I'm not showing any of my HP resetting.
Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out. So basically you want to hit short rest and do the 3 little ticks. And when it says take a short rest and it says confirm, you have to hit the confirm before it counts down.
All right.
All right.
It took me a minute to figure out too.
Yeah, I'm hitting for wizard, but it's not doing anything. It's not resetting my HP.
It doesn't reset your HP. You have to roll the hit dice.
All right. I'm sorry. Just sorry for the trouble. What's hit die for this?
For spending wizard hit dice is D6, and you add your Constitution modifier to each die.
All right.
Yeah. It says what you have to roll next to the name of it.
All right. I'll just roll a D6. All right. So plus Constitution. Constitution is.
How many hit dice are you spending?
5.
So you roll 5d6 and then 5 times your Constitution mod, and that's how much health you get back.
Yeah, that'll be easier. All right, so
while Die is figuring that out.
3.
Anything else you're all doing?
Gar's just taking a chill to just I don't know, to recover his key and shit. So he's just meditating.
Alright,
that's 10, 32.
I'm flying around trying to see if I can spot the bitch.
Candace got half health, so he's resting.
Alright, River, make a perception check.
I am, however, not leaving the area of the giants, though.
Well, they had already left, so that's...
Yeah, then never mind then.
Yeah. Yeah, they left a while ago. Alright. And Helena?
Oh, she's resting.
Okay. Alright, so at that point, all of you guys have done your short rest. And you move closer towards the top of the mountain, yes?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, I know we gotta, do a trial, but, can we at least ask them to, help us physically get up there? Or is that just part of the trial itself?
It's part of it. Generally speaking, you go up there as to present a show of strength.
Okay.
Walk the 1,000 steps.
Yeah. See,
I'm gonna be my scouty self and I'll be up front being quiet and sneaky. And scouty.
So, after saying your goodbyes and thank yous, you all head up towards the top of the mountain. As you're traveling through well within what are these forested areas, you can see what is the slightly beaten path as it heads up closer towards the main summit. As you get closer towards the top, you can see not like storm clouds, but rather a thick layer that kind of just flows over, and they are very bright, very white clouds. But every now and again, you almost see as if there is like a spark of energy that comes and arcs in between each of the clouds. As you see, as the time begins to pass well within the afternoon, as you head closer and closer, you can feel the air getting thin. It is much different, but the environment doesn't seem to threaten. At a certain point, the path begins to end towards what is this large staircase, as it becomes more apparent that there are many that have done this trek.
So
Did
this
you
seems
guys-
to be a regular thing.
Yeah. Upon taking your first few steps, you feel weightless. Almost as if the thin air up here also removes your physicality. As you step closer towards the top of the staircase, it is basically 1,000 steps. I need you all to make what is an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics, huh? Okay.
Ooh.
This is to determine your physical strength.
I've already got the chance to roll this.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh my fucking god, you gotta be kidding me.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I just opened the chat hub there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you can re-roll that one, can you?
Only if River says so.
If it was acrobatics, I would have done a lot better.
All right. So, going around the table, Garu.
25.
All right. River.
22. I sadly rolled an 11.
Oh. Helena.
15.
All right. Canis.
21.
21.
21.
21.
And Daki.
1.
You don't have a strength mod, do you?
She's the wizard.
If anything, it's probably minus.
I mean, I have plus
Okay.
5 strength. I have plus 5 strength, but it's just that my athletics is 0 for some reason.
Wait, you have
Alright.
a plus 5 strength?
Oh no, saving throws. Sorry, I'm looking at saving throws. Yeah, my strength is 0.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Daki, somewhere around step 200, as you all begin to pass its threshold, you suddenly feel the gravity of the weightlessness no longer exists, as suddenly you are all physically almost forced to your knees on the steps. As you do, all of you begin to power through it, but Daki, unfortunately, as she slips on the step as it is forcing her down, you take
I'm so sorry.
6 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh, well, that's
as
Ah,
as you basically eat the side of the steps, and you are considered paralyzed.
Can I eat?
Follow her neck.
Can I at least?
Man, to be fair, this would have
Can I at least eat the step?
Jesus.
You
Stone.
attempted to.
These could have these
Fucking
could have
slipped
killed
that up
a
in a
normal
wheelchair.
commoner.
Absolutely would have, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Wait, can she? Is she paralyzed? Like she can't say anything as well, or
You
she
can
just?
talk, but it feels like all your
Come on.
muscles gave in.
I was about to say all sweet silence, and then you said that.
No.
Paralyzed does.
No. Y'all want to see you suffer.
I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to see
keep
you
walking.
suffer. I just didn't know you were going to fail.
But yeah,
guys, I can't feel like anything.
Just walk it off.
I can't.
Come on.
I literally can't.
River, you're the
You
strong one.
feel
Go get her.
you feel breathless. It like you feel almost as if like your body refuses to move now.
My body is like refuses to move. It's like I can't move anything. What's
River,
worse?
River, you got the gloves. Go get her.
I'll start dragging her across the steps.
You grab her by the collar as you lift her up. You begin
By
to
the foot.
Wow. Okay.
Just gonna go pet dragger.
Thanks, River.
just
Dun,
ow,
dun,
ow,
dun.
ow. As you continue to ascend,
You misunderstand. Right? River does not like her.
I know.
Really does
continue
not
to
like her.
ascend, you guys feel as if the initial action had basically given the first warning of ascending these steps. As you continue up further, somewhere around step 500, I need you all let's see.
What?
Trying to find it real quick.
If it matters, I also did say that I'm up ahead of them.
It does.
Okay.
Helena.
Yeah.
Today first.
Hooray.
As you reach this next step, you feel as the entirety of the step gives way as it lands, and as it does, you can see what are multiple little pinholes in front of you as they, like an iris, open up. And they shoot towards all of you, almost raining down little darts at all of you. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie.
How about the paralyzed guy?
Arguably, since I'm in
Oh
front,
my
am I able
god!
to warn
Why?
them
No.
all? Am I able to warn the others at all since I'm up front? Like maybe just give them advantage. Arguably, just shout a warning.
For the as you shout a warning, I'm going to say whoever is the furthest in the back. The last two people in the back will have advantage.
Here's a Sophie's choice for you, Bracky. Both Di and I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
It's not really a Sophie's choice.
No, whatever should I do?
So
it's so difficult.
I know you don't like her, but I'm less likely to succeed.
So
hi,
unfortunately,
Canis. You get
because Daki is paralyzed, she automatically fails.
Yeah.
I see.
River, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Neat.
I already did it. Canis, you re-roll that, buddy.
Neat.
All right.
Just did.
So I'll go around the table as usual. Go ahead and start grabbing my dice.
Oh.
I feel so fucking bad. I feel so bad for our wizard right now, man. She's just down. Alright, so, Garu.
19 overall.
Okay. Good to know. River.
So, Canis is rerolling his 1.
I did.
I already decided that.
Okay.
So I rolled a 1.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. All right, Helena.
Although, you were one of the furthest back, though, River, so you got advantage because I shouted warning.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh! Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh?
That is true.
Okay, so that's going to be 19.
19?
Hey, we matched.
Good to know.
Oh,
Right.
fuck! The one time that happened!
Yeah, I did know. I did know because Helena did help. Helena. I don't
26.
even know why I'm fucking asking.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Maybe, considering we've all been rolling natural ones, maybe I could have gotten a natural one. You don't know.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
And I would have gotten an 11.
Oh, God. All right.
If 3 of us roll 1.
All right, Canis.
11 total.
Mm.
Okay. And
I have a
of course,
-1. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
No, wait.
I thought you were going to do better.
No,
I
wait.
have a -1 dex mod. What the
Here's
fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Here's the question, though. Who were the one? It was me and who else on the back?
And Doc.
Never.
Well, Daki
So-
didn't even get a chance to roll, so...
Well, no, because
Yeah,
she's
'cause-
paralyzed.
Yeah, so who else had the advantage?
You.
No, me and who else? Because that technically gets no advantage. So the last 2 would be me and Canis.
No, the last 2 people in the line. The last 2 people towards the back. You and...
Does the piece of wood I'm dragging count as a person at the moment?
Yes!
Oh my god.
You and Daki are in the back of the line, so you got the warnings.
So in that regard, should Daki at least roll once?
No, she's
She did roll one,
paralyzed.
so
She's
she
paralyzed.
got to natural 1.
No, she's
Oh,
paralyzed.
okay.
No.
Paralyzed people
Okay.
cannot roll.
Yeah, paralyzed. A creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
That's why you said when you said the last 2 person, I realized okay, the 2 person who can roll can do that. But I was
Yeah,
mistaken. then.
not the last 2 people that can roll. The last 2 people in the back of the line.
Gotcha.
Alright, so everyone that scored higher than 14, you only take half damage.
I take nothing.
I take nothing because of evasion. Yeah.
Anyone that scored below takes 12 points of piercing damage. And subsequently, you are now considered poisoned.
Oh my
What?
god! Why?
Yeah, I mean, we said it was a
What is
trial.
going on?
They would set up. They would step on a trap. Holy shit!
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a trial.
Helena, what the fuck?
So, paralyzed and poisoned.
Not my fault. I didn't get to roll for observance. But, yeah, no, I didn't take anything either because of Asian.
And I cannot. And I take nothing because it's a dex save. And I can use my shield to protect me.
And
Alright.
isn't Canis immune to poison?
Resistant.
Oh, so I have
Okay.
damage.
So,
It wasn't poison damage.
it
Oh,
was not poison damaged, but it was laced. To which I do apologize. But the stairs look very singular.
So
What does that mean?
What? Garu,
Alright.
upon hearing fucking like a bunch of million darts to like thunk into Daki, he's gonna look. Come on, I'll pick you up.
Yay! I'm being I'm right.
And he's gonna give her the 2 of his potion of healing. So that's gonna be what? Fucking.
I almost want to imagine instead of my shield, I use Daki as a shield.
You swing Dak around.
Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
D4s.
Mhm.
So since I'm using both of them, can I roll 4 D4s plus the additional one?
Yeah.
Okay. That for the first one, he is going to heal. Oh wait, that's a fucking. No, that's the wrong one. Never mind. Pick the wrong dice. Alright, let's try that again. She is going to heal 7 damage on the first one. And for the other one, it will be fucking another 7. So 14 overall.
77.
Mhm.
Thanks, Garu.
No problem. And he's gonna help her up alongside River.
All right. So as you both,
Right.
All yours.
So I'm gonna be clear this time. Then
yeah.
I'm gonna be in front as the scout, looking for traps.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I wanted to avoid something like this.
Apparently that wasn't
perception.
clear enough.
Let's see. 17, 24.
24. As you continue to look up closer and closer, and you're beginning to see now the cloud line beginning to actually meet the side of the summit. You do notice as it gets closer up, you see statues all along as if they stare and look down as if to either welcome or to intimidate anyone that comes by.
Is there anything that looks threatening about them? Holes?
They
Creatures.
all look terrifying. Like their general design are these almost giant, not snake, but like multi-limbed creatures. And are you looking directly into their eyes?
Oh no.
Well, theoretically, if she's looking at the... If she's looking them actually over, I'd say to be 100% fair, she'd probably look at their face eventually.
More than likely.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Constitution saving throw. I'm not good at those guys. 13.
13. As you guys get close and you, Helena, like kind of keeping an eye out for traps, you look directly into the eyes of one of the statues. It's these multi-limbed creatures as the eyes, they glisten over with these grayish blue gems set inside of them. As you look at one intently, you can see it shine over and your entire body feels heavy and it's beginning to seize.
I do just have one question, and this is just out of curiosity. I am wearing the periaptive health. Would that affect anything at all?
What does that do now? Double check.
You are immune to contracting any disease, which I kind of doubt, but just in case.
This is not disease, this is magic.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's fine.
Magic.
Magic.
Helena?
Now, now,
am I actually like completely
no,
not able to
not
move?
yet.
Or am I?
Not
Right,
yet.
she's gonna look down.
Yeah, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Yep, she's gonna try to wrench her face down, and she's just gonna say, "Don't look." Natural one.
Oh no.
Reroll that.
No, thank you.
Why would I say? Why would I say no to someone rolling a one?
Another con save. That was better. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? All right. As she informs you all to look down, you all shoot your faces down to the steps as you, Helena, are fighting something deep. You feel almost as if your face is turning to rock. And something inside, and you feel almost as if the energy coming from your bow beginning to push through. And you feel the slight guidance of Sahanin as she places a hand upon your back, and you are suddenly loose and free and as swift as you were before.
Are you okay?
Don't look at those.
What? Looks at the statue.
Don't.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, just for the sake of the joke, can Garu do that?
I mean, you're blind.
Garu, as you try and stare in the general direction your friends are trying to not stare, nothing.
19.
19.
I don't see what the big deal is.
You look at one of the statues, and the eyes glisten over, almost shining. And something hits the back of your mind, and you're like, no, and then wrench back forward.
Can I just for the funsies, nothing hits the back of her mind. Helena just slaps her.
It's just another force. Ow!
It's everything, right, Garu?
I think so, but it doesn't seem to be the case for everyone else.
Yes. Now, let's be smart. Don't look at the statues at all. Don't look at their eyes. They seem to cause some kind of paralysis. I felt myself freeze up for a moment.
Okie dokie.
You already have to carry around one dead weight. Just looking at Doki's paralyzed body now.
Oh, you're right.
She's in the fucking wheelchair.
How long's that poison last?
Yeah, how long does that last?
It usually lasts for about 30 minutes.
And how long has it been climbing the stairs?
At this point, it's been about 10.
Okay.
So...
Are you okay there, Helena? Can you walk?
I think so. She just flexes her hands.
Very well.
It was a little alarming for a moment, but I feel much looser now, so...
Alright.
Yeah, just try to avoid looking at any of those.
If you want, I can look at them for you.
Helena gives a very dry look at Garu. Go
He's
ahead,
smiling.
buddy.
So...
He's gonna constantly look up.
As you... Garu, you kind of seeing the place in just essence by your key, you feel like there's actual energy here, and thus informing your senses far better than before. It's both the wind, the cold, the echo of the sounds of the mountain, and energy that is coming down from the summit itself. You can see the energy for what is the form of these statues. They're coming from the summit.
If that's the case, can I help Elena with any future's perception checks?
Sure, I'll say yes for the sake of the future. Are you still carrying Daki?
Well, I guess we're just like me and River just doing it tandem, like carrying her like a fucking...
I mean, it's either one person or the other, because...
Do I have a... Let's see. Fortune's...
River, if you want me to carry, aka drag her, I can do it.
I'd say for now, yes.
I'll start dragging Daki to the stairs again.
Sorry, Daki.
Yeah. Oh.
And he's gonna join up.
There we go.
Alright. So as you guys continue closer and closer towards the summit, you begin to see that the statues are beginning to change differently. And this time you see what is now the form of the statues moving closer towards the summit, and now beginning their form of what is like this long railway, like statuettes of a guard, as each piece now beginning to become longer and longer as it reaches up towards the summit. So Helena, go ahead and make a perception check, and same with Garu if you're kind of just looking into...
Well, I was gonna assist, not really, like, yeah.
Looking for the aura.
Yeah. So wouldn't she like do it at advantage then?
Yes.
Okay. Other one was better. 22.
22? Somewhere around step 700, you kind of stop the entirety of the party as you begin to see along the sides of the statuettes, they're not just only scaling in form, but you begin to see symbols and certain things that kind of envelop it as it rises up closer towards the mountain. They kind of look like symbols of Arcanum, much like how any wizard or sorcerer would use these in order to cast their spells.
Well, got some Arcana symbols here.
Do they have any bad effects if you look at them?
Do they?
Garu, from the energy that they seem to envelop from, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh boy, -1. Here we go. Hooray. Okay, that's gonna be 19, so 18.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
I know what I'm doing.
As you begin to investigate the energy that comes from them, as you kind of just wave a hand over it, you kind of feel like your mind become messy and muddled, but it's not enough before you pull back. It's almost as if you're creating the closed loop of each side here. If you pass through this area, that could name trouble for your head. Anyone's head.
Is there any way any of you could dispel this?
Taki?
Well, magical runes?
I'm sure. I wouldn't mind having some magic. I wouldn't mind try having them. I like to be unparalyzed as well, but bears can't be cheeses at this point.
So when we just like prop her up and then she just like points.
Does that never wear off?
Wait a second. What's the cause of her paralysis?
Basically, the first step you guys hit was basically the step of strength, which upon your failure, it drains all your physical strength for an allotment of time. At this point, so check my double page. At this point, it would probably be, I would say at this point, you're beginning to feel your fingers again. And
okay, so we just gotta prop her up and do the
your body is slowly returning its strength.
Okay, I'm feeling my fingers again. That's good.
Okay, everyone, let's pop it, Taki. He's gonna help River.
Here's my question. Canis, would you be able to help her at all?
I can. Hold on a moment. Yes. He's just gonna pick Taki up about by the head, give her that chiropractor neck crick, and cast Lesser Restoration.
All right.
You brush a creature and can end one disease or one condition affecting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Paralyzed gone.
So as you kind of just pull an Atlantis here, and you just go crack, crack, and as all the magical energy coming into you, the symbol as it glows around your neck, you feel first the initial pain of all the air popping in your bones, and then subsequently your body becomes relaxed and not as tense, and you're beginning to feel all your physicality once more.
I can walk.
That moment? It's like in Atlantis when the doctor just grabs Milo.
Exactly
that's what I was describing.
That was so crunchy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Canis.
You ever watch those ASMR videos of the doctors just straight popping people's bones?
Stop! You're making me want to crack my neck.
I would rather not do that.
There you are. Good as new.
Thanks, Thanks, Canis. Yeah, my favorite customer.
What?
So, Daki, as you look at the magical symbols, go ahead and make an Arcana check for a more general understanding on how to work with it.
I hope I don't get a 1.
Well, what's a 1?
No, that was a 1.
Wait!
It's 1 plus 3 for a 4.
It is another. Oh my gosh!
You rolled 3 1s in a row.
Can we just give her a single
I'm
reroll,
amazed
please?
I haven't killed you.
What the hell?
I'm sending you a dice set.
Just tell me what's gonna happen.
So here's the thing.
What fucking Will Wheaton bullshit is this?
Here's the thing. We do need to know what the fuck this is, so reroll that.
Alright, let me try again. Okay.
but you're going to get luck in the most uncomfortable way possible.
Yeah, you need a proper dice set. This is not like you.
Let me try a different dice roll this time.
Hey, God, can we just re-roll this, please?
let me try.
That is.
I'm legit thinking about. I'm legit thinking about just game my own dice at this point, since everyone else is run. All right, so okay, let me. All right,
so 6.
Yeah, 6. Good job.
Find a different dice roller in the meantime.
You don't know what spell it could possibly be, but there are obvious ways to deactivate it. You couldn't possibly be able to determine what this spell could have possibly do to any of you, what the dangers might be, but you know that there are ways to stop it. Whatever is your arsenal would probably be for the best.
So this is a magical object. So I could identify work for this one.
Actually, yes.
Don't you have like fucking what's it called?
Let's see.
No, you have counterspell. Never mind.
Yeah, counterspell. Yeah. So I'll cast identify.
All right. So as you cast identify, you now beginning to fully understand and comprehend what is going on here. When people pass this threshold of the next line here, it would cast Feeble Mind on everyone that steps through here, and you would have to make an intelligence saving throw. There is a the closed loop is basically your physicality passing through it, but there are ways to dispel it for a temporary amount of time. Certain magics can do it, and or if you're smart, being able to ascend over it.
I mean, I do have counterspell, so it's counterspell. The thing is that it has to be casted, so I'm not sure if it'll work in this.
Is it like an arc?
So, if I understand this correctly, so the spell. So, can you repeat the spell one more time just to make sure one more time, please.
So, the spell is called Feeble Mind.
Mm-hmm.
It is set as to anyone that passes through this part of the stairway would need to make an intelligence saving throw. Upon failure, basically, you would have the intelligence of 1, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Couldn't we just go around it?
At this point, as you look over the sides, it's sheer drops into the mountainside. You could fly over it if you.
I was about to say.
We all fly here.
Yeah.
I mean, I can teleport around. I can use one of my teleport spells as well. I think one of the let's see. I can't use dimension.
Honestly, don't waste your spells. Helena just pulls out her broom.
All right. You blast a mind of a
Just
creature
ride
you can see within range, attempting to... Okay. The target takes 4d6 psychic damage and must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, the creature's intelligence and charisma score becomes 1.
Yeah, no. You guys save your spells. Ride with me. I'll just get you guys up and over.
All right. So as you spend a bit of time using your intelligence to not run into any more further problems with this, you begin to ascend once more, as avoiding these steps, showing your intuitiveness. So, pressing onward. You are now somewhere around step 800.
What is this, Tower of God?
I mean, it is a mountain.
At this point, Helena, go ahead and make a perception check.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Nice. Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh.
All right. The entirety of the next set of steps all encompass darker steps, almost as if like black onyx now beginning to overtake the entirety of the staircase. From your perspective, Garu, the energy that comes from these are much stronger, but it's almost as if there is an enveloping darkness about these steps. There's no...
So, like, literal darkness or just bad vibes?
Kind of both.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, dogs are barking outside.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Dominic's dog followed us again.
No, it goes where it
Shut
pleases.
Shut up!
So what do we got?
Well, these steps are darker. Now,
And
what
they
exactly
have
that...
They do have a darker vibe to them.
What exactly that means, I'm not sure. Well...
Okay. All right.
Please.
Yara, I have a question. All right. Are we able to see from where we're at right now? Are we able to see the very top of the stairway?
You can see, as you look up towards the top, what is where the cloud is now along the summit.
Okay.
You can see it's very close comparative to you.
All right. How many feet is it from where we're at to the? I would say that
it's still several hundred feet out that general direction. You're at step 800.
700 feet. That means I can't use any of my 4-step spells. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There goes that idea. Please continue.
But how many of the steps are like darkened? All of them?
From here on out, all the steps are black onyx steps, like carved like out of the actual gem, these black onyx steps, and you can see along with those statues that once were are now almost melded, as if they've been pieced together, infused into that one, into what is now the rest of the entirety of the way up.
So we have a trial of strength, trial of dexterity, trial dexterous, trial of intelligence,
Wisdom.
wisdom. Would that be perceptiveness? To spot the traps? I don't know.
Just saying, I got a natural 20, so and we already passed that part, so...
We already got the constitution.
Yeah. So yeah, it might be wisdom. Or charisma? Did we get charisma?
Oh.
You haven't hit charisma yet, no.
So it's a test of will.
Well, it seems to be darkness. Hey, Angel Boy, do you sense anything out of this?
I don't think I have Paladin Sense shit. Or
Make a wisdom check.
alrighty then. Wonderful. 12.
12?
What?
What happened? As you look towards this, the rest of the staircase on the way up, everything about it almost as if it's to tell you to turn away. And the feeling deep within you, as fearless as you are, especially with the shield, there is something about it that almost gives the inclination that you have to be strong-minded in order to pass through the last of this, as far as you can tell.
I think we were right about it being a test of will.
Well, you already have been in front of us way too long. And I point at Helena and Garu.
Yes. Well,
So, River's going to start taking the first step.
All right.
oh, hold on. Canis does have the shield. Doesn't that protect from fear?
Oh.
It grants immunity.
And
Plus,
I think
like, has benefits for those behind it, right?
Yep.
So,
Canis will take point.
I think that would be smarter.
Canis, as you step forward and you bring forth the shield, as you all begin to huddle behind him, as you all begin to pass the threshold of that first step, you feel the entire world go black. And you see what is no longer the world that you had witnessed before. Everything feels upside down. Your breathing becomes erratic. Initially, what would have been the fear that had taken all your mind, as you feel unwavered. As you do, and you look out from the shield all the way out, you can see the physical barrier it is creating behind it. As Canis, as you're stepping forward, it's almost as if you're pushing through the darkness physically, almost as if a force is screaming at all of you to leave, to turn back. You are weak. As you do,
how stubborn I am.
As you do, you see visions of things as they float among the sky, as it becomes to come and pass by. Large creatures of the unknown, these blackened winged monsters, as they cross time and time again. Each one trying to get close to you until they realize that the thing that is in front of you will not let you be touched. As one does manage to come up from behind and try and swipe at the back of your legs, River, you see as it begins to try and cross through the threshold of the barrier, and it is smacked away, sparked, and it reels over, falls down some steps, and then flies into the sky. As you guys begin to press onward, 900. You guys see towards the end, almost as if like a gate. Stepping forward once again, and you see almost like this giant centipede creature as it looks towards all of you, and then back again, and then crawls over the other side of the steps. You see these giant glowing eyes well above as they look out. They blink and then turn away. Helena, I need you to make a perception check real quick.
Please count that cheating.
Because you were, because she is, has the highest perception, but it's something out of the corner of her eye.
That is I believe that's a dirty 20, right? Right? Yep, that's a dirty 20.
30-20.
Even with advantage?
Helena.
Do I still have the advantage?
Unfortunately, no, due to the nature of what's going on here.
Okay.
As you're still traveling with the crew, you guys getting close towards the end of the gate, you see something a little towards the mountainside, all the way further out towards the ocean. You see a castle floating in the sky. And this feeling of dread before you all pass through the gate. And that world of darkness, this chaotic form that it once was, as you step up, you are now above this giant open platform. And just where the clouds meet it, it passes through with ease. In the center of the platform, you see what is this long statuette creature as it sits upon with what looks like to be a branch, this almost infinite tree, as the entirety of it is made of pure gold, as it now looks upon those who have traversed and made to the top of the summit.
So, no more traps?
Make a
Do you
perception.
see anything that looks like a trap?
Make a perception.
I
Why are you asking the blind man? That's just
The blind man is asking you.
Not as good. 12.
12. All right. There is no immediate danger up here. It is the pure, almost afternoon sky as you see the sun beginning to set towards the south as it's breaking below the clouds. Just to the north, you also see the slight edge of the moon begin to hover over. As the staff sits in the center, you can only tell that it is a symbol, almost as if a rite of passage. To you, Garu, there is energy coming from that statue. It is fueling the trials.
By the way, while we're just kind of looking around, do I still see the castle in the general direction where I saw it?
Nope. As you
She
begin
just
to
kind
walk-
of, she just gently knocks on Canis's armor. Don't let me forget. I have something to ask you later.
All right.
as you look out towards the ever banking clouds, it's timeless up here. You've never seen such a near perfect view. A little bit more out towards the west, you can see what is now the endless expanse of white ice that makes up the western hemisphere that is this planet.
And it doesn't look like there's any creatures here at all right now.
Make another perception check. Since you're looking for something around.
That's a 19.
19?
Yep.
As you're looking literally anywhere, trying to find any immediate physical danger, as you look out towards the eastern end of the top of this summit, deep within the clouds, you see something almost as if it forms over and then bends back down into the clouds. And it's almost as if they are moving in conjunction to your presence being here.
I do see something, but I don't know if we've finished our trial just yet. Well, it feels like there's been a theme to everything. Each of these trials, based on a certain personal strength.
So I suppose we have to charm our way through the next one.
Yes. Who has the most most charisma?
Chance just looks at Garu.
I would say I have this much charisma. He's gonna do, and that's a big fat 0. But he does have +5 persuasion.
2 charisma.
I don't have any charisma.
It depends, because I have a plus 11 persuasion.
I have plus1 charisma.
You have plus 11. What the fuck?
+1 charisma.
Surprised. I'm a little taken back.
None of us have charisma. Oh,
No, well, I have plus 1.
None of us are a charisma caster.
Yep.
Daiki ate a little bread. I'm bed. What do you? That should answer your question. That should answer your question.
Well, River,
What? Do you want us to sing? What does that mean?
Well, River, I don't know. River, you've been the most persuasive, given any deals or things like that. You do it.
Me do it. You're usually the one who talks.
Well, I'm more inclined towards the, how should I put this, lying end of talking.
I'll try. And River's going to step forward.
Which is kind of funny, because she doesn't lie very often.
Hello? We have come asking for... Well, not asking, rather. We have come for looking for something, and maybe for some answers. We have passed your trial. I was hoping for a fight, not gonna lie, but hey. We have come all this way over here. Looking for some adventure. Looking for some answers. If you could come and grace us with your presence to know what comes next, we would really appreciate it.
Is that everything you got?
Name's River.
Okay.
We're with the Dynamic Entry Incorporated.
You're sure your mouth. Hey, I'm going to roll a persuasion check, I guess.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Yep. Yeah.
Are you re-rolling it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, good.
That's 31.
Oh, nice.
That's a what?
Nice. So that's a natural 20?
It's a 31 with a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not
All
re-rolling
right.
that.
I had a thing in my head. Now it's gone. Okay.
Turns out the dragon's into halflings. Oh no.
Yep.
So you hear like bellows as they crackle across the entire scape of the clouds, as you all see a long bluish form as it begins to wave through the clouds, cackling, bellowing, laughing as it waves through, and it's circling around the entire summit, laughing time and time and time and time again.
Oh, I'm back to my day of elementary school.
As you see, as the form finally begins to break, this long-scaled blue creature with what is these elegant long whiskers, as it begins to just wave through and over the form. As it begins to circle up and around, you can see the crackling of the lightning beginning to spark up from the clouds, touching it, almost as if to give invitation. As it begins to circle up over and around you, it twists within itself as it comes down to around all of you, as it begins to hover over the golden statue of its own form. And you see the lightning and the dark sky as it reflects what is now becoming the new night here. As you can still hear there are many that have told many fantastic jokes. sing great, fantastic tales. You are absolutely adorable, but also very pathetic.
Yeah, it's all right. I have a storage for it. What do you want from me?
I believe it is not anything that I desire from you, but now I believe all of you come to desire something from me. I am Ryukaiga. I am the storm god.
I am the storm god.
Storm god. Uh-oh.
So you all come for my wisdom, as many do. Many do not pass through the last 2 trials. I think you're all adorable enough in order to seek my wisdom. As you begin to hear the voice, it's very low, but also you can kind of get a very feminine vibe from this creature. She likes adorable things.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You're all as cute as a button.
Oh, thank God.
Even the girl who ate the bed.
Yeah,
Oh,
you went through the trial paralyzed halfway through.
Not all of it, just part of it.
Close enough.
And even the dragon with stalks growing out of his eyes.
Ooh. That's a unique figurine right there.
As you notice its presence here, it's almost as if the sky has finally stopped. You see the moon, as it beginning to crest over, does not move. The clouds cease in their physicality, and everything is still right now. And
well, that is nice for you to show up, if not a little insulting, but you know. Hi.
Hello. You must do better at your speeches.
I
do think it was quite adorable in your attempt.
I had to improvise, okay? I'd never get put on the spot.
Hello to all of you. Names,
Hello.
if you desire to give them.
We are the Dynamic Entry Incorporated.
River does like.
Hello, River.
Gar's gonna do a little bit. Gar's gonna do a little bow. Gar Khalib Gurmak.
Hello, Gar.
I'd assumed you were a dragon.
I'm an old one.
Is it a dragon? Wait.
Alright, okay. Alright, before I give the name, does she have horns if she's a dragon?
She does. The entirety of the form, as the face is now towards all of you, these beautiful, almost slightly ornate, like ivory horns, untarnished by her age.
That's cool. My name is Daiki. Then she starts touching the horns.
Would she even reach?
As you begin to kind of pat the side of one of them. Oh yes, right there, please. Oh, yes.
Have we ever seen a dragon like this?
Wait, she actually wants to be pet?
Yeah, you scratch around the horn areas.
Hey guys, she's like a dog. She's like a doggy.
You see, like, this is a very peaceful, very positive creature.
She's like a doggy.
Oh boy.
Yes, it has been quite some time. And you see as the head waves, you can see all the very light spindles, almost as if like hairs, kind of flowing along the sides. You see that she has no wings. She's just held solely by the air itself.
So is this kind of like a Chinese dragon?
Pretty much.
Very much.
Okay.
Very Eastern design.
Have we ever seen this design even when we have been traveling through Genman?
No. This is
not even portraying that where.
there are certain portrayals, especially when it comes to the culture of Yimnen, but like to physically see one, no, you've never seen one like this.
So, I guess we had a couple things we could ask about. Possibly something, if you'd be willing, but...
How does this work? What is the situation here?
Well, you passed my trials. You come to seek wisdom? A form of power?
Well, I guess we can get this out of the way real quick. A friend wanted something called a Dragon's Tear. Would you happen to know about that at all?
It's a magical gem.
That is a gift that is given to any of those who had achieved their traversal up here. As you can see, as the head begins to reach down to the ground, you see the eye begin to blink. And as the tear begins to form and it hardens like stone and a perfect gem as it slowly reaches the ground. And it's about the size of river.
Gosh!
Wow.
It's
Burn.
big. It is a dragon's tear.
Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag of holding.
I'm putting this in my bag of holding.
Fair enough.
A reward.
With all the dynamite. With all the corrupted dynamite.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Here you go.
But I fear that there is many questions. I can sense all of you have fought, been tried, and faced many of their own trials. Even one now I can see as it looking towards Daki, cursed by blood.
Wait, what? What do you mean cursed by blood?
As the eye begins to kind of come up towards you, as it begins to back away, there's something inside you. Something bound in your mind. A form of magic. Magic I have seen before.
What? I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Would this magic cause memory loss?
Perhaps. But as time goes on, your mind will degrade. I would seek a certain form of revenge in order to keep the caster from binding it as much as it has. As the eye begins to move away and look towards the rest of you. And looking towards Canis, you seek an answer for defeat. There is a danger coming, isn't it?
There is.
And the answers are not so simple.
No, they're not.
My wisdom to you. You must seek the one who bears your blood. He will open the door for you, should you ask. Within his home, within your home, I know him well. As the eye begins to move back away, and now turning towards Helena. You also seek something, to fight danger, to seek the defeat of one.
Indeed.
There is a place. Not the highest mountain, but the lowest depths. It is where the last place the moon will strike its light. Seek out the goddess, and she will guide you. It rests between the mountains in Kilixmire. It pulls back. And now, as it turns closer towards Garu, I could also sense cursed by blood.
Well, I suppose you could say that.
It is
Though
not
I
the
do have
only
a solution
thing,
for that in mind. Oh, go
but
on.
it is not the only thing that bellows within your mind. Family.
That?
Fear. The family you had versus the family you have. And how you wish to face them.
Yes. Very much so.
The monks of Kali do not want you to defect. But should you make that decision, you will be faced with your own trial. You will not be able to beat the one who challenges you, but you must convince him that you are strong enough to keep their secrets.
So, you're talking confrontation.
Possibly.
I
Perhaps.
see.
Perhaps a bit of insight. You are strong enough to find the eye. As the face now begins to move back, and it looks down to River. You are still ill-content, aren't you?
What do you mean?
You feel like your mission is not over.
Well, no. We know the world itself is in danger at this point. We have nothing else to do but to wait and hope we can find a way to take it down. I mean, the Lemurian. Also, how do you know all of this?
I can hear your minds, your hearts. I see the world. I travel it. I am a god of wisdom, after all. For you, there is a fragment as it rests deep within what is known as the swamps, south of your home. There it is guarded. It is mighty like a star, one that you've known before, but different, most seldom. As the head now begins to pull back away up towards the statue, you see what is this undulating creature as it begins to just simply move within the air. You now have all gathered a piece of wisdom, an answer to your questions.
Ducky is actually sitting on the ground with her head, while holding her head, looking down.
Fear not,
with
child.
just.
Everything you know is a lie. It's a bad lie. Set yourself free, and you will face the truth. Worry not.
You said, worry not, but you tell me that my mind's gonna go away? And you expect me to stay calm? You tell me that everything, my mind's just gonna go away? And you tell me to stay calm? I can't stay calm with that. I just can't. I don't want to forget about people, my friends. I don't want to forget them. And you're telling me not to worry?
You see as an arc of electricity as it begins to strike around all of you. You must not fret. The one who claims your mind, he rests within the land of Hollengrad. You hold a secret that he does not wish to get out. You must eliminate him. But the more you fret, the more you stress, the less you will be inclined to do so. You must fight, child. Do you understand? You can see the sincerity in the eyes. She sees your worry. She sees your pain.
I'm scared.
As you look at the sincere eyes of this giant sapphire blue dragon, everyone is afraid. We all have our fears. You won't forget your friends because they'll be there for you. Your mind will be free. But you must not fret. You must not stress. You must fight. Your battle is not over yet.
Okay.
Besides, I believe in you. And I think I gave you a little luck. As she's staring up towards the horn you scratched.
I forgot I did that.
Be wary towards all of you. Your friend will need help in the future. Perhaps it will free her from the way she is now. Or perhaps you will see a different side.
Then we'll be there for her.
I can see you've always been by her side.
Helena's face is blank.
No comment.
Is there any wisdom you would like to desire? One that I can know that I had not given?
Well,
The giants downstairs are having a little trouble.
yeah.
I remember Hecaton well. He's a good king. A little narrow, but he does face his own trial. His people might be threatened, but as long as he stands strong, as long as he continues to strive for peace, and hopes that the people will see that same thing, and if not, he may come to seek my wisdom once more.
Should we even do anything about that?
Do you feel like you should?
It's not our place, but there could be people in danger.
I feel like it is perhaps our place only if they ask of it. I wouldn't mind helping if they need it. But as you said, I also feel like it is their trial as well.
You all have good hearts. I can see that. I'm sure if time were to come, he will reach out to all of you.
There is one last thing. Should you have this knowledge. The portal's opening all over the continent. Last time there were a bunch of them opening in an area and we barely made it there before it got to wars.
And you are worried about what they do. There is a force. One that you have all faced before. Not cleaning up the mess, but rather using it to their advantage. I can sense the stomps of metal as it cracks through the ground itself. It desires one thing: extinction. As long as you all stand, you stand as a force against that. Be careful. Those creatures, they will grow strong the more they consume. But should those creatures be captured, they will be used in twisted ways.
Any area that finds itself in this danger right now?
As you see the eyes begin to roll back and they shut. You can see almost as if like the tendrils of those whiskers beginning to reach up towards the sky. And as it comes back down, the danger. It has not gotten worse. It has most certainly not gotten better. As the portals continue to close, they get closer to its epicenter. And there, there is no possibility of closing it. Not in its immediance. As she begins to raise up towards the sky, you can see as the body beginning to reverse back out before beginning to flow. I hope my wisdom has guided you all in the right direction. I hope to see you all once more when the time comes. My trials will not be so easy next time. As the head begins to bellow inside the cloud, you still hear the slight chuckle and laugh as you had heard before. And as hitting the clouds as they had stopped, once the body fully enters the cloud, you see as all of them begin to arrange once more, moving, flowing. And you hear the crackling of the lightning as it begins to pass through all of you. And as the clouds begin to come and form over you all, you feel the winds beginning to howl. And suddenly your visions begin to be enclosed by the clouds. Second by second, you all feel you can no longer keep your eyes open long enough before suddenly you are at the bottom of the steps that you had once traversed up to make towards the top of the summit.
I was on the spot, come on.
Ah. Well, at least we don't have to walk again.
Yeah.
All of that again.
Mm-hmm.
So, what comes next?
Well, I think we can at least give the king his little pep speech and his little bit of free advice from the dragon. Then I think we can be on our merry way.
We forgot to ask how long he's been. Fuck!
We can figure that down on the surface. Besides,
Time
I
is
really-
of
I really-
no essence to us.
I really don't think it's that important.
Man, we went up there just to ask for a date and we forgot.
well, we did
all
walk away from far more than that.
All we need to know is that it's been long enough that it's been a problem. So,
Yeah.
So,
Besides, we have other matters to attend to down there, remember?
indeed.
so all information gathered, many questions answered. Where to now?
The bottom.
Yeah, let's go tell the king what the dragon said.
All right. As you
How's
guys
Ducky
return-
holding on, by the way?
How is Ducky
Ducky?
holding on?
She's just quiet. She's just very quiet. She's just afraid. But she's just trying. She's really trying to keep what what was told to her in her head. But on the other hand, she's still afraid.
River, without saying a single word, not much to do. Going to use thaumaturge to heat up some of the dumplings left over
Okay.
that we got. And you just hand it to Ducky.
All right.
And you just keep walking with the rest of the group.
She develops a warm smile and then continues walking forward.
All right. As you all begin to descend down, back to the Cloud Giant's village, as you re-enter, of course, with the explicit permission, as you enter, you see what is a meditative Hecaton as he is trying to plan his next endeavor. As he looks up towards all of you. See, you all have made it. Enlightened.
Indeed. Indeed. A little bit anyway. There's got a few more questions, but we have some general ideas anyway.
Is the Guardian as terrifying as I had hoped you all to come to see it?
Gosh, you may find out, mate.
I wouldn't exactly call her terrifying.
No. Not her. The Guardian. The steps.
Oh. Yeah, they can be a bit of a test, but it's all about, having. Oh god, I hate speeches.
You did fine. Frankly, I don't even think you did the trial right, but I think you were just so darn cute she couldn't help herself.
At the end there, yes, I'd agree.
Mm-hmm.
She called me ugly once.
It's about having the objective and insight.
But anyway, I don't think we'll be taking up too much more of your time, but we did get some piece of wisdom for you, at least. It's not much, per se, but it was mostly this. Just stay strong. Strive for peace. If you can do that, you'll be fine.
I feel confident now. Those words in mind. Thank you. Well then, I wish you best in all your travels in the future.
Sorry, I was muted. Dogs barking. Same to you, sir.
You can call on us if you need help.
I would hope to do that. You're all very strong, I can see that.
Indeed. And yet I would say your strength surpasses all of ours. One befitting of a king, mind you.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? As he, turns to everyone.
Do that, indeed.
Yes.
Head down.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, as you all give a good bow and a goodbye, he gives you a warm sending off as you all return down to the mountainside. By the time you get towards the middle way, you find yourself back in that same cave on the way up, as the night had finally come for you. You all spending a great deal of time staying warm as the storm passes.
What's the absolute status of fucking Sterling right now? Is he still in the pile?
Oh yeah, the sheep pile.
Oh yeah.
He's been staying relatively busy. Huh? Oh, yes. Well, while you were all busy, and I was enjoying myself within the castle, I found some very interesting proponents of information. I'm not exactly sure if it might be anywhere near the word useful, but...
Were you snooping around this castle?
Yes.
Did you get caught?
No.
Are you sure?
Did you find
100%.
anything?
Well, what I did ended up finding out was a little bit about the history of Bobaport, and also a little bit about the history of, well, some of the deities around here are very weird.
Weird how?
Well, first of all, Bobaport, having been established shortly after the rise of the Union Empire and the way that it had been structured, and after what was a rather long and arduous battle right before the age of the esoteric had begun, Bobaport had always been a rather safe place for anyone willing to escape to, should they need to, but there was a bit of a hiccup with food at a certain point. Anyways, it seems like at one point a bunch of cloud giants had come down bearing the idea that perhaps in order to help rebuild the crops, that they would bring down both cloud and rain whenever they needed to. But remember, this was shortly after the age of esoteric, so somewhere close to nearly 100 years.
It's very recent, yeah. Cheddar?
It's a monster. Cheddar? Cheddar? Come here.
Cheddar's really getting around today.
No matter where we go, that dog follows us.
Indeed.
This spectral dog. So, as far as history is well and aware, the cloud giants have probably been there for quite a bit of time before they decided to seek more peace. As well as there are only 4 major gods here within Yimnan, none of which are the common amongst all of you that might be a bit more attuned to.
So, now, wait a minute, how does that work?
It's mainly because of their physicality that they actually do present themselves here. Like, they're actually here. They're kind of deified, but they're very real. Like,
so
physically.
They're actual people, but they don't go to the astral plane or wherever else they go?
Well, their
they actually
powers
live in Yinmin.
Well, their powers are not as...
Like Antiyandala?
Somewhere along that line. Their power is more over time. They're old, like really old, and therefore they've accumulated a lot of power, and so they have different shrines across the entirety of the country. Of course, there is the god of wisdom, a god of war, the god of peace, and then also the god of rivers. Each one is slightly more representative of, of each one that has currently taken presence of how the political system works here within the kingdom, as you all are, or as Master Garu is well and aware.
So, political parties of Yinmin use the gods as figureheads, or if I'm hearing that right? Or at least symbols?
Wait.
Yes, as depending on which one is currently leading. So usually a certain family who is representative uses the symbol of the god of war as a show of power or force.
Can I roll a religion check to get more insight into this?
Sure. Make a religion check on...
I hope the guy's a fucking one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 21.
21?
21?
21.
21? So there are multiple different kinds of deities that do exist well within Erzheimel. Yimnans put more of their deific beliefs. I'm sorry. The word is escaping me tonight. But their deities are more associated with the ones that have kind of inhabited the land for as long as it has. And, the 4 major ones, of course, the Ryukaze, and then there is... notes. That's why we have them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the dragoness we just talked to is one of the goddess.
Yeah, so it's one of the 4 major leading gods that kind of just are physically present within the land, and you can see them for when you wish to seek their wisdom. It's not too uncommon for anyone who would have that sense of belief, but these are 4 actual gods due to their length and existence. We're not exactly sure where they came from due to how old they are, but everyone always claims that there is, some form of, these 4 came from one, or these were creatures that came from the east to the west, and so on and so forth. And so each one is very representative, as each one is kind of either scholarly, warlike, diplomatic, or very water baron. So like, because the nature of the country is surrounded by water. So I'll give you their names a little bit later, but yeah, they exist solely on they exist on this plane of existence. They're probably not as powerful as, like, you know, the gods that have formed this entire planet, but these are very ancient creatures.
They were deified, not born gods.
Yeah. That's what it is. Deified. Sorry.
Deified.
Damn, so they earned it. Good for them. Good for them.
They were really strong and in the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like
And
that.
then you just have to live forever and ever and ever.
Just believe hard enough.
Believe in the hearted cards.
Become as gods. New objective.
All right. So that's all the information that Sterling, the Cobalt Kobold, has for you today.
That's very interesting, Sterling. In fact, we just met one of them.
A what?
Yeah, it was a nice dragon lady.
Oh, she nice?
Yes.
Well, yes, very much so.
Hmm.
Really?
Was that dragon lady nice? Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
I don't know, man. It sounds
Very
like,
nice.
Sounds
She
like
was
So wait a minute. How did
so
you
beautiful and long, like a noodle.
That
A lot-
doesn't sound very attractive.
Oh, but she was. She was so pretty.
I mean, I can't really
Breathtaking,
tell, but
even.
She was breathtaking.
she had a breathtaking personality.
Well,
Can I?
Speaking of which, wait a minute. How did you not know about this, Garu?
Well, I don't know. They never told us. In fact, now that I think about it, they never told us a lot of things in the monastery.
It's a little worrying, isn't it?
Very much so. Still so much about Yinman I have no clue of.
Darn, we should have asked her about that. Oh well. Hindsight.
About what?
About, like, the cult. Or whatever the heck it is. She just motions at Garu. His group. There's like a secret society.
You mean the... hold on, let me look at my notes again. Let me find them.
You mean my
hand?
monastery?
You mean my monastery?
You mean the
Yeah, that-
cult?
Oh,
I mean,
you talk-
monastery?
Oh, you're talking about the hand.
Yeah, that.
Well,
Whoever was doing the shady business.
I think I already know where I can get the answers for that. I'll have to go there eventually, so might as well ask. Although, that being said, we do have something else more important to do in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
How
We
many
do?
days have we been up there again? Well, you know, the relative that we've kind of ignored for the past 3 days.
Well,
On the way
not
up,
so much ignore. We were
spending
just
the day.
letting them cool down.
So end of the day, being up there, and coming back down. We're on day 4.
Okay.
What do you want to do about that one? I thought he didn't want to
Well-
talk to you.
Well, I want to try again, but I want to learn more about him. Before this little detour, I asked you all to help me find some information. At least snoop around the town a bit. And considering what's going on Boba Port, it's probably best to snoop around. Not just for our case, but you know.
Well, it just so happens that I'm very good at snooping, and besides, as she wraps her arm around Canis and River's necks,
No.
I'm sure it'll be fun. I can drag you guys along as well. I can teach you the ways. Heck,
Good.
I'm thinking about opening my own, school, so to speak. It'd be, good practice.
I don't do well with a bow. Well, I do, but not with the kind of thing you do.
Well, more about the sneaking thing. You especially can use the practice, she says, squeezing Canis a little bit more.
No.
But you're so loud.
If I'm going to assault someone, they're going to see it coming.
At least a little practice. A tiny bit. A smidge.
Walks off sounding like a garbage can filled out.
Every junk.
Oh god. Yeah, we can look around town for you. Try to talk with your relative again, and
I really appreciate it. And then once we're done with that, we can continue our vacation as normal. Although we'll have to make our way around the monastery in the eventually, but we can make some more detours after.
Of course.
Try to be more straightforward with your relative regarding what you want.
Well, I kind of want to know why he hates my guts.
It may not be you specifically, more so the family name. Which is...
No, what I mean is talk to him about curing the problem.
Well, I wanted to, but he shut the door on me.
You know what you could do? Why don't you just kind of try to worm your way into his heart? Like, maybe leave a couple of little presents on his door here and there.
Well, I gotta figure out what kind of presents he wants.
Fair enough. Maybe cookies. Or wine? Maybe some sake.
Very true.
I mean, he lives in a sake-making town, so theoretically he would like that.
That is true. Though if he's anything like me, he probably might be immune to it.
Yeah, but you are immune to it and you still drank a lot of it in your time.
That's very true.
So
not only are we going to be snooping around, we're going sake shopping.
Shopping is just fun in general.
What was that, Doggy?
Nah, I was about to add to what Gar was saying, but it's fine.
No, go ahead.
Someone already said it, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Shopping's fun. All right. Well then. So all of you finally make your way down to the mountainside, from the mountainside onto the main road. You all re-entering within Bobaport.
By the way, while we're walking, Canis, I had a question for you. I saw something while we were in that little dark realm. I saw a castle. I don't know how much this means. Do you think we were in a demon realm at all?
Possibly. We could have returned to the Shadowfell, that same place that we got River's armor.
Maybe. Did it feel like that kind of place?
From what you were able to see, no. It seemingly was a dimension all its own. Like, you've never really traversed to any of the other planes of existence, but that place is unfamiliar to any records. Like, it's lost. Like, anything that is there was either inexistent or it shouldn't exist. So whatever that realm was, you have no idea what it was.
I only asked because I saw a castle there. I had a bad feeling about it. Figured at the end of the day, you're probably the one that knows the most about demons and things like that.
From this crowd? looks over to Garu, Daki, and River, probably just being fucking idiots. More than likely, yes.
Nah, Daki's not being an idiot this time. She has a lot on her mind this time.
Candace, make a history check. Something's reminding you.
My good ones too. Yeah, 24.
Nice.
Nice.
When she says castle, you remember the first song of the reports that were the end of Lycia Bay. The vision, the thing that brought it to a crumbling, dimensional riffing place that it is today. What everyone saw was a castle in the sky.
That may be where he's hiding.
I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you think it too. Wasn't sure if I was jumping the gun.
Alright. So, as you all make it down into the valley once more, as you re-enter the city of Bobaport well into the afternoon, as all of you are kind of looking, seeing the people preparing what will be another night of festivities. What do you guys wish to do?
I guess if we're just down there already, I could try to gossip around about Kieran. If that's his name, right? Kieran?
You're carousing for gossip.
Yep.
Let's see.
If anything, persuading people to tell us more information regarding the situation that their town had with the giants, or what they know about Black Dragonborn.
Yeah, does the Black Dragonborn seem to like anything in particular?
Or what's his favorite kind of sake?
Where does he hang out?
What are his hobbies?
Is he seeing anyone?
Are you interested in that?
I'm not.
I used to complain about that one.
So, as you guys talk about this man towards many different individuals, you hear a bit of back and forth. Some say he's been here for years. Some say he's been here for nearly decades. And some are very confused how a dragonborn like him is still around. You also get a few instances of people saying people don't look him in the eye. And
Yeah, that's normal.
other people have said they've been in a bar fight with him at least once, and suddenly they didn't feel like it. At one point, by the time you guys make it to what is one of the old Scavenger, which is a bar here, as far as you were able to get all the information about him, there's a bartender who is seemingly just finishing up preparations for what will be a celebrated night. As you ask him, this rather well-dressed gentleman, and kind of looking towards all of you. He's a very interesting individual. He's quiet, hermit-like. He only comes in to gather some ingredients for food and stuff like that, and then heads back out into the forest. However, there was one time he came in here hoping to just have a very simple drink. He has these very big spectacles. And someone was trying to start something with him because he was, well, not from around here. I looked him in the eye, pulled down his spectacles, and told him to back off, and he did. them back on and turned back to me, grabbed a drink, and left.
Wait, so what happened to the guy he looked at? Specifically?
He just walked away and just returned back to a table and just had his drink. I don't know. It's not like he ever
not
put
the Dragonborn you're looking for.
It's not like he put the fear of God in him. No, it's more like asked him politely to back off, and he just.
But are you sure
off.
he looked him in the eyes specifically when he pulled down his glasses?
I mean, it's a relatively large head, much like yourself, sir. So it's hard to imagine he was doing anything else.
Is she freaked out for the Dragonborn with no eyes talking to her?
The gentleman here is unmoved. Unmoved is like there's a large group here, so he's assuming you're all adventurers.
I wonder if it's charm then.
Well, that's the thing. And he's going to whisper over to Helena. Apparently the eyes petrify people. If he looked him in the eye, he would be a statue. At least.
I thought you said. Didn't you say that it's different from person to person?
I did know that.
Well. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. I did tell you. Each Grimwalk has.
Yeah,
a
that's what I
curse.
thought too. I was like, I know that their eyes do something, but I thought it was all different.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I must have that must have glossed over.
I gotcha.
Well,
That's strange.
I was gonna say perhaps it just differs. Perhaps in your case, you have extraordinary senses. Your sister, she petrifies, and perhaps in this case, he charms.
That's very strange. I thought the curse was more straightforward, but it seems to be far more different.
Not to mention, if he is in no danger of causing harm to people, why is he so reclusive?
What?
If he is in no danger to causing harm to people, like your sister, cousin, lady, why is he so reclusive?
Well, I would imagine that if your family has virtually disappeared, perhaps in very unkind means, I don't know, perhaps he's bitter.
And on that note, does anyone know about any more in-depth history about him? Surely there has to be someone, maybe an elder that has known him longer than most.
I mean, he's been here for quite some time. I mean, as far as stories go, well over 20, 30 years. I mean, he's an old codger, but I mean, nobody bothers him for a reason. He's just not mean. He just wants to be left alone. I say oblige him.
Nice.
Do you remember the drink that he ordered?
Whiskey, I believe. Something a little
Give
bit
me a way
more.
to bottle some up.
Sure. As he takes out one of the bottles, it's a very clear bottle. The whiskey by itself, once you smell it, it hits. If you were to sip this would, oof.
Sure enough, it is in fact whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
How much gold would it be?
For a bottle like this, 10 gold.
Okay. There you go, Garu. And she'll just plop it in his hands. Here's a present for your brother.
Yeah.
Cousin, whatever he is.
Thank you. At this rate, it seems like he's my grandpa or something. But we'll have to find out.
Ironically enough, the whiskey is called Ye Old Man.
Ye oldy manny.
Ye Old
Old
Man.
Man.
So it's like YEEOLDDMANN. Ye Old Man.
Ye old man.
Old man.
Oldman.
Oh, old bastard.
All right. So, you've acquired your whiskey. You've gotten some information about him. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I guess let's attempt our bribery. Round 1.
Yeah.
Well, round 2.
Well, this time it's going to be different. I think.
Maybe. We'll see.
Possibly.
After,
We don't have much to go off. I don't have much to go off of, but we do have this.
You have Ye Old Man. So, as you guys traverse out back to that, back to the old shack well within the forest, as you step in what is the threshold of the forest before it meets the shack here and what is this L-shaped building, second story on top. So, who wishes to step forward?
Garu will, of course.
All right. Anyone else?
No, I'll take the scenery from Garu. Now, of course, Garu.
Oh, Garu, I know you want to try this alone, but would you like me to just hover by just in case he does try a charm?
Would that work on the Avis man?
No, it probably wouldn't.
It's a good point. Never mind, I'll hang back.
Don't worry, I don't think there's going to be any danger. He seems peaceful enough. I don't want to fight with him anyway. I just want some answers. Tell you what, if he lets me in, and I'll see what I can do to introduce you to you guys. Does that seem fair?
Fair enough.
So
Alright then.
just to be sure, do you want to do this alone? Or do you want an extra ear there?
I'd say it's best I do this alone.
Very
But I'll call you if anything happens.
Alright.
Alright then. Wish me luck.
Break a leg.
Don't actually break a leg.
I will keep that in mind. He's going to take the whiskey and go up there.
All right. As you step onto the threshold towards the door.
Greetings, Sir Kieran. It's me, Garu. Are you there?
You hear the slight heavy footfalls once more. I believe I told you to go away. Now you just come back again only to be told the same thing.
Well, if it's any consolation, I do have a gift for you. He's going to slosh the whiskey a bit. Perhaps we haven't gotten off on the best foot?
I don't want anything from the Grimlocks. I want to be left in peace.
Okay.
I do... But there's so many questions I have to ask you. I want to respect your peace, and I just want to at least talk. To be honest, you're only the second Grimlock I've ever met, other than my sister or cousin. You do realize that I'm going to be quite persistent on this. This is an opportunity I can't lose. I just want to talk, that's all.
Make a persuasion check.
Okie dokie. Not bad. That's going to be 17 plus 5, 22.
You hear an unlatching of the door as it creaks open a bit. Whiskey?
Ye old man.
And your friends?
Back there? Yes.
Waves.
Although, if you want this to be a private matter, then that's perfectly fine. I was intending to do that from the start.
You all might as well have come this far. He takes the bottle out of your hand and he opens the door. And before any of you can see, you see him as he puts on with what are these spectacles in front of his face. And it kind of has to form towards his head as he does not have ears. And they kind of both come over and they're extremely opaque comparative to most glasses. Come on.
He's gonna wave him over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Woo.
Alright. As all of you begin to enter, you see the nice warm hearth in one corner of the home, and there are no windows to this house. It's almost as if to keep it all in on purpose. As the door closes behind you, you see the slight bubbling of a pot near the hearth in its own kitchen. You see the stairway as it leads up to the second floor. You see that there are multiple different tapestries. As any of you that can see, aside from Garu, they are old Dracovanian tapestries. As there is also one long one that bears what looked like to be the original mark of the Grimwalks. Torn, burned, and singed. As you hear the cork of the bottle pop open. Alright, what do you want to know? And that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's game.
Hey.
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 Oh.
We got the old man.
Ye old man.
Ye old man.
The old man.
The old man. Okay, so I want to go ahead. Thank everyone for watching. Oh God, so many. You guys actually got a lot done in a single game. I'm very proud of all of you. Yeah, no,
Yeah, to make up for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, you de-escalated a situation. You went to go see an old god. You basically finally managed to get the old man to open his door, which thanks to Garu's persuasion check. And just, yeah, you guys did a lot this game. I'm super excited for what we're going to do next week before I have to move.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so hopefully there'll be a lot more to come up, and also you guys got so much information. I cannot wait for what you guys do in the future. So before we go ahead and head off, we're gonna go ahead and do some quick announcements, and then we'll go ahead and let everyone go. So I have one announcement that might be pertinent towards more D&D stuff. I am going to be joining a D&D game. An actual live stream D&D game. This will be the first time this is the first time I'm going to be a player in nearly 6 years. Yeah.
Oh, time for you to experience this side.
Yeah, time for me to get fucked up, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to immediately say who the game is, but it is DM'd by a very well-known community member within the D&D community, so I will let you all know hopefully next week. As we're playing our session 0 tomorrow, and they will be done on Monday, so that way I do not lose my D&D jive, I guess. Also, subsequently, there will be a video this Friday, and that will be pretty much the last Friday video before I move. It will be talking about a manga that I've been trying to talk about since I got them at the beginning of the year. So there's that. And then also on top of that, I got the last of the lines in for How to Be an Adventurer. Sort of.
Nice.
Tentative. But I'm actually officially working on the audio, so I'm super excited to announce that. And then also, subsequently, once again, I am moving. So I've already said that a million times, more. I'll be doing more streams later on this week on Wednesday and Friday, and maybe Saturday, depending on how things go. But currently, right now, Avi is streaming Huni Pop 2, so that's been
That's a dangerous one to stream.
Yeah, it is very dangerous.
Yep.
I'm surprised.
I've watched a little bit. Boy, howdy.
Yeah.
It is still unpleasant.
I'm surprised Twitch hasn't struck you down yet.
I'm surprised too. To anyone that's into Harney Jail, feel interested in that, go and check it out. I dare you. I think that's pretty much everything for me. I'm gonna go around the table as we usually do before we let you off for the night. Thank you all so very much. So, Boo, how you now?
Hey, I don't really have much to announce right now, but I am starting production on my fucking webcomic Sabbath Buster. In fact, if you look at my Twitter, you can see I'm providing updates on the fucking banner, on my what's it called? Not the on my fucking ad itself. You can see my progress, and I'll be able to show the pages on Patreon first. So take a look there at Boo Radley of the 1-3, and yeah.
I'm so excited. I've been waiting to see this for so long.
Haha, my hand is going to implode.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Hooray!
No carpal tunnel. No carpal tunnel. All right. Breke.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Breke.
It's okay.
I'm Breke,
It's okay. We all have a rough start.
I play Reaper the Halfling Fighter. You can find me at twitch.tv/Brachisoid, where I stream art sometimes, mostly Final Fantasy XIV. Thankfully, my time with 14 has been a little lower nowadays, that I can get some stuff drawn. Thank God. I'm no longer freezing in my room, so that's another plus. So I can get more stuff done. So expect some more art coming up this week. As for me, for production, I am getting more into video editing. I'm going to be working on some quote-unquote funny, haha, I don't know, I'm not entertaining, raids videos for with 14, and my first experience with World of Warcraft as a Final Fantasy 14 player, which I'm going to be editing for the next weekend, should be ready. That's going to be a fun time. Other than that, you can find my art on Twitter at Brachisoid. Keep an ear open if you're interested, because I might be opening commissions on March. Because
Bracky, let me.
No, give me 1 second.
Bracky, let me know. I want to commission you.
No, I'm still thinking. Give me a second.
No, get in line. I was your first.
No, I want to call Jim back off.
Because I discovered that with Patreon that people can subscribe to Patreon, and before they can get all the stuff, and before they get billed, they can pull out. So Patreon is just going to be a tip jar, and the main stuff is going to be commissions again. So that's going to be that. Other than that, not much to announce, I believe. So
all right.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Caitlin, take it away.
Hi, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Caitlin C37, where I sometimes do art at this point. Not so much lately. I've mostly been doing a lot of Minecraft. So you can find those streams on my Twitch, and then if you do want commissions, they are open. So you can find all that information on my Twitter. So yeah. That's it for me. Now, take it away.
Hey, I'm Sir Malervik. You can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/Sir_Malervik. My Twitter just doesn't have the underscore in it. I attempted to start streaming, but that kind of fell apart. But I do intend to get back to it this Thursday.
Nice. We need to push you forward.
Yeah.
You can do it. Habib.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, Daito.
Yo, this is Daito Madachi 6 on Twitter. For me, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming Genshin Impact this week. I'm really unsure right now. I want to stream something new. I'm still up in the air about it, but I do know that another episode of Calculating Waifu Connoisseur will be coming out this Friday, starring Asuka from Neon Genesis Evangelion. So that is going to be a fun episode. And the other thing is, if this is just for regular Twitch and YouTube viewers, if you have the chance, please watch Nux's video on the state of YouTubers, mental state of YouTubers, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people who do YouTube and streaming, like Yaor and I, have our own gripes about YouTube. So if you support your content creators, it's worth watching to understand the type of
frustrations you have to deal with when it comes to YouTube landscape. I know it's not really relevant to what I'm doing right now, but I thought it would be something to recommend to people. And that's about it for me.
Alrighty. No, I didn't get my finger stuck in a bottle, I swear. Alright, so, also, anything else pressing? I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Alright. So, that being said, thank you all so very, very much. We love you all so very, very much. And hopefully, as always, see you next Sunday. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.